This is Marvel Legends Wolverine. The figure is part of the Marvel Universe Build-A-Figure Collection Hit Monkey series, or Wave 1 of the Marvel Legends figures for 2013. Before we begin, a quick look at the packaging. This is actually the Uncanny X-Force Wolverine in his black and gray costume. He had a very wonderful run by Rick Remender and various artists. Really enjoyed that whole Uncanny X-Force where Wolverine and Archangel re-established the Uncanny X-Force to do the dirty jobs that the regular X-Men teams could not do. So this was pretty cool. If you remember, 2012 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive was also an Uncanny X-Force pack. The Dark Angel saga featuring a Uncanny X-Force, Archangel, Psylocke, as well as Wolverine. That particular box set actually had the metallic gray, metallic silver Uncanny X-Force Archangel, but had a flat gray version of this mold for the Wolverine. I was kind of hoping that this metallic version was going to be with that set so that they'd all match, and that matte finish Wolverine would be the single carded one, but Hasbro decided otherwise. So anyway, here is the figure, and I'm sure a lot of you are asking, do we really need another Wolverine figure? In this regard, I really think we needed this particular figure. This is such a great Wolverine sculpt that, if I'm not mistaken, this is just my opinion, but the last great Wolverine sculpt was really this one. It's not even from Hasbro, it's from Toy Biz, from the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure series. And I thought this was pretty cool. And look at the old joints, the old Toy Biz joints. And with this new mold in store, I mean, this is, in my opinion, I think the best Wolverine mold out there. I cannot wait for Hasbro to start recycling this mold and repainting it into an astonishing X-Men Wolverine version, a Uncanny Avengers Wolverine version, whatever, just the yellow and blues, maybe even the brown. Just keep recycling this one. And it's got that modern updated boot and glove, which Wolverine now uses. There's no more those ridiculous what do you call those shoulder pads. Very nice sculpt. It's just ridiculously amazing sculpt on this particular Wolverine. The only drawback, if there is any negative remarks for this, is that he's still a little bit too big for Wolverine. As you can see here, he is with the U.S. agent, and they use, I think, the similar, very similar body type, except this one has an extra joint for the shoulder, and he's got the Marvel Universe upper torso articulation instead of the usual Marvel Legends articulation. But other than that, they're very similar. And as you can see, even look at the feet. His foot is even bigger than the U.S. agent. So if you kind of stand him up side by side, he's almost the same height. And Wolverine is supposed to be short and really like a pug, so that's probably the only drawback for this particular mold. Paint apps on this one is pretty good. There are some issues on the thigh where the bluish black meets with the silver. I've seen several on the shelves that have bleeding silver onto the black, and so is here. The red on the black, silver on the black, just very minor issues, but overall paint apps are pretty good. Articulation, as I said, just phenomenal on this figure. It's got a ball jointed neck on a hinge, ball jointed upper torso, a swivel in and out shoulder joint, ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, ball hinge wrists, hip swivel, ball hinge waist swivel, ball hinge hip, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, a calf swivel, ball jointed ankles with a rocker joint. So the sculpt is fantastic, phenomenal. The articulation fantastic, and paint apps are at least above average in my opinion. But I think what really sets this Wolverine apart um, is how nice the claws are sculpted. I think the blades are separate pieces that they glued onto the fists, but you know, regardless of what how they did it, it's just a great improvement on what on how the claws should look like on Wolverine. These were pretty good, but as you can see, they still look so artificial. It really still looks like they that you know the manufacturer just added it, clipped it on. Doesn't feel like it could come inside his forearm, whereas these are actually the right scale and proportion. They feel like they actually could go inside the forearm. So kudos to the design team for this particular Wolverine. I'm very pleased with it, and you know, I actually got another one of this one just to keep it MOC. Plus I have the X-Force version, the Uncanny X-Force box set SDCC version. So just a really wonderful job on this particular figure, and I highly recommend it. If you're a big fan of the Marvel Legends line, this is a must pick up. If you're a big X-Men or Wolverine fan, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You've got to pick this figure up. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video review. If you did, click thumbs up icon at the bottom. Follow me on Twitter, Keek, Instagram, two of my channels on YouTube, FX France and Chefatron, as well as the videos I post on Tech Sushi. This has been the Marvel Legends Wolverine, the Uncanny X-Force Wolverine from the 2013 Wave 1 of the Marvel Legends, or the Marvel Universe Build-A-Figure Collection from the Hit Monkey series. Incidentally, it's part of the Hit Monkey series, but it does not have a part or a piece of the Build-A-Figure Hit Monkey for a piece that you would normally have for a Build-A-Figure figure in the normal waves. There you go. Thanks for watching.